gon' lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walk around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and get it with Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to veteran Bruton Colquitt to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Slow.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Slow. Slow. Under. Check.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Taylor will throw, and the catch good. It's Eifert, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now high. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Slow.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now Benjamin. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bengals getting set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Z.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. From midfield now, here's Taylor. Now he steps away, and some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Taylor underneath. This is Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyler Davison forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. Caught. Alford over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go play action with Taylor. Green with a catch left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Bengals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. They start on the ground with Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Back to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out now, here come the Bengals. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Off the play fake, here's Taylor, rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals on third down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll buy some time right. On the right side, caught by Green. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Slow.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Slow.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Slow. Check 26. Z.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Detroit!
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Slow.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action, now Taylor. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor now going to throw again. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Taylor will throw again. And Eifert has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
The Browns on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. It's Mixon on the counter, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Taylor. Rolling to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now this is fielded in the end zone. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Out to the flat for Hyde. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the toss, Bernard. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Bernard trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a toss play to Bernard. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.